The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaraya Productions.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Jacob is here.
Yep, I'm back.
For the second half of Gaim month. Well, this is actually going to end up being the last video that comes out, even though we were filming it first.
Which happens sometimes.
It does. But yes, this time we are doing the last two of the Gaim movies, because we have done others straight up out of order, because we did Kamen Rider Tyson a while ago.
Oh, yeah.
That happened.
Oh, I wasn't there for that one, I don't think.
I don't know if you were.
I was there for Superhero Tyson.
You were there for the first two?
Yeah.
Okay. We also did GP, so we won't be doing that during Drives Month.
Oh, really?
Things happen. But this time, we're doing the Gaidens, as you saw last time, a bit out of order, where we're doing, instead of release schedule, we're doing it in character relationships. Mm-hmm. So we're doing Gaim, Gaiden, Baron, and Knuckle. Mm-hmm. Let's go ahead and get into these. Talk about the Baron one first.
Oh boy. So my very first note for this is, oh no. Because the instant that ditzy rich Baron lookalikes showed up,
they went for the
I was done. I was completely done. I was like, no, I'm done. You know what this feels like to me?
What's that?
Did the actor who played Baron, I forget his name, I'm sorry, but did he want to showcase his other acting talents so he somehow convinced the producers to give him his own movie?
No, it's, you know how basically all the Gaim Gaidens happened. It's just all the characters got so popular.
Is that why this happened?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it feels like the actor was like, hey, I don't want to get pigeonholed as this kind of character. Can I maybe get my own special? Since you're giving all these other people a special.
And you also know that story, The Prince and the Pauper?
Yeah, it's Prince and the Pauper.
We're going to do that.
Which, I mean, there's nothing wrong with reusing old material like that.
I mean, everybody does Disney. But, I mean, they also did the story.
Yeah, they did.
It's just this other Kaito is not great. It's not well acted. No.
It's really annoying.
It is.
It's obnoxious.
Yep.
And this movie was no fun to watch. And I need to be honest with you, viewers. These are the kinds of reviews, the kinds of stuff that we watch that are the hardest to talk about. Because they leave so little of an impression on you.
Yep.
And they are just in one ear and out the other.
Pretty much. The second one, I have more things to talk about, but it's just like this one. No.
But this one is just like, oh god.
The bad guy ends up being the butler, who is named Alfred, so it's all on the nose, by the way. You're not that bad.
I noticed that.
You're not that Batman. He gets a new suit as Kamen Rider Tyrant.
Yep.
Let's talk about this one, because he gets, what is it, dragon fruit? Dragon energy, so he has dragon fruit. I wish they would have used this fruit in show. Because dragon fruit is one of those things where you don't end up seeing a lot of it. You see a lot of it if you're over the age of 21 in alcoholic drinks, oddly enough, because it's pretty to look at in a drink.
Yeah.
But I'm a little bit upset that they used it just as this. I don't mind the suit. I hate the mask. The mask is the worst part, I think. Because it's supposed to be his Invest's overlord form, and I'm just like, the mask is not good. I think that's the thing that takes away the most from this actual suit. The rest of it's fine. But if they didn't have that weird mask that he has on,
the mask is a little weird. The cape is weird looking too.
Yeah, that's not a cape.
The pauldrons are a little too stiff.
I'd rather have stiff than floppy.
True, but they come up. It feels like they come up too high above his shoulders.
Well, a little bit. I understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like sort of the opposite of Well, it's the same problem that a lot of especially the Apple ones that end up being used in this, they're over-designed, but in the wrong places. Because we watched the Gaim movie, it's like the Apple pieces in the front were here, and I said this.
They kind of look like fan creations on DeviantArt.
They do.
That they didn't quite stop drawing enough.
Not to mention a lot of these are piecemeal.
Yeah.
So it doesn't help it. But the movie itself, I'm just sitting here like, why am I watching this?
It's why are we watching this? Why are we here? This tells nothing. It doesn't. One of the things, like, we'll get to this one in the next one, but like the Zangetsu one, there's like character development stuff in that.
Yeah,
it gives you a little more of character background. It gives you more backstory. It gives you like this is a good supplement to the Gaim story.
Yeah.
And it works as a standalone, but it also works as a standalone story that you don't need to watch in order to get, I think, the full enjoyment of the show.
Yeah,
this is just
extra.
It's filler.
It is filler.
It's filler.
I feel like the Baron one is the most filler of them all because Knuckles works as a sequel.
Yeah,
more or less.
I would agree.
But it's like this one, it doesn't feel like it has a point because nothing that happens in this is really referencing the show after. Even with him getting Ringo arms, which you would think be a thing. We should actually talk about that. Let me get to his form because I'm on the wiki and he's been in everything. He's been in a lot of stuff. We just saw him in ZL, so he hasn't really gone anywhere. Let's see. Goku Driver, Rider, Super, Ringo arms. His is just Mars, but on him. And it still has these.
You're talking
boob
about
plates.
The wedges.
The boob apples.
The boob apples.
They're the worst.
With the big wedges.
And the shoulders are still awful because they're just curved in. They look squashed and I hate it. It makes it sad. Still love that Sword and Shield though. It's a great.
I'll give the apple suits this.
What's that?
I like how they're cut the way the Japanese will sometimes cut their apples.
The bunny style?
The bunny style. Bunny style with like and the skin will also be like cut up above a little bit, and it looks pretty. And I get what they were going for, but it doesn't quite work here.
It doesn't work movement wise.
True,
because it's just like these are constantly hitting you in the face. Yeah, and then these are constantly hitting you on the side of your head, trying to knock you out, or I don't know, perform a Fist of the North Star finisher style thing. But. Naughty, and then he just hits you with his. I still remember that. Watching one of the animes where he just like went inside the guy's head and ripped something out, and the guy couldn't see anymore. I was sitting here like, "What is this?" Because I remember watching it.
What is it? It's Fist of the North Star.
11 a.m. on like action, like Showtime action when I was like 12.
I can believe that,
and I'm just like, yes. That's also how I saw. For those of you who are in the know, fucking Shadow Skill, that series of OVAs. That's an old anime, but I love it. I feel like if I watched it again, I'd hate it, but that's why I stayed away from it. But yeah, also, this armor just goes away. Nothing in this movie has consequence.
Nope.
Sucks.
It has no bearing on anything that happens, and it doesn't give you.
You mean it has no Baron?
That too.
Alright. I
apologize. Nothing in this movie has any bearing on the story going forward, and it doesn't give you anything to reflect on Baron as a character.
Yeah.
So, shall we move on?
It's just inconsequential. Don't worry about it. Like, if you like Baron, sure, go ahead and watch it. Not going to hate you for it, but this movie just doesn't do anything. But let's talk about Kamen Rider Knuckle. I actually like this movie because I love Zack as a character.
I know you do. I'm gonna let you more take the reins on this one because I don't really have much to say. I do like it more than the last one.
I love how a lot of Zack's thing has always been about him as a dancer, but his always felt more of a natural progression of his character. Like, that's something that they were all focused on for quite some time. And unlike this wasn't all what he was about.
I was actually just about to bring that up. I think the dancing works a lot better for Zack than it did for Mai.
Yes, it does.
Because with Mai, it made her just seem horribly naive.
Yeah.
But with him, this seems like it's all he has.
In a good way.
In a good way. Like his friends and Team Baron and Kaito, who he really looks up to.
Mm-hmm.
This is his whole world.
Yeah.
This is all that he has. And I think... I wasn't a huge fan of this movie, but I will give it this. I think this did a good job of showing that.
It also did a very good job of wrapping up his character and what Kaito, as another character, meant to him as a person.
Right.
And I think it really gave him some depth. And I enjoy him for that. Also, random English at the beginning because he's randomly in New York. Sure. Which, to be fair, Juilliard is located there.
True.
So it would make sense for him to go to, where all the dancers are, especially where it's more of a traditional style of dance that he was doing at the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
But I like seeing him just interact with different races.
And I said this in the Gaim review. I wasn't a fan of Zach's character in the show.
Mm-hmm.
This... I feel like if I really wanted to appreciate him in the show, I wish this had been more integrated into it.
Hmm.
And we got rid of Mai instead.
Yeah. Mai just... her...
As we said, it seems like she's horribly naive.
Yeah.
There's, a war... There's a war on.
Literally.
There is a war on and there are monsters attacking people.
Yeah.
Dancing is not what we need to do right now.
Nope.
But with Zach... It's a little different.
And it's just, like you said, he had growth outside of the whole dancing thing. And then at the end of his story, he came back to it.
Mm-hmm.
It was just like, this is something that I want to do. And then the bad version of Baron ends up coming back with Shura, who's like the former member of Team Baron that Kaito actually kicked out. And he formed his own team, Neo Baron. Like, there's some underground thing that ended up happening where they are like all fighting in an underground building. And then Orin Pierre Alfonso comes in and... once again proves that he was a Green Beret and beats the hell out of everyone there. Yeah. I absolutely love, or for the little amount that he got in this movie, Orin was amazing. Mm-hmm. I loved him in this. We also get just another form for him at the end of the movie.
Yep.
With Jimba Meron arms.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about this?
Well...
because this is just like an extra that he ends up getting, like, any of the Jimber forms. Like
I just got to bring the picture up real quick. I think I like it more than his his regular one.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. I actually really like this form. I wish that... I like how the fists are mines.
Yeah, they're like undersea mines.
And he can throw them at people, and then like under that he has these gigantic gauntlets on that can turn into fire. And then he in the dark version, speaking of which, it's just Black Baron that he's fighting against. Yeah. That's all it is. Yeah. I like the suit because I think black and yellow will always be good complementary colors to each other. But yeah, it's just like he ends up getting this. At first, when this movie ended, I thought that he died.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like he succumbed to his injuries, and then he and Kaito were dancing in heaven. Or in Kaito's case, hell. But, he did try to overtake the world.
Yeah.
Can't really get away with that.
I mean, forgiveness.
But I really like this form. I think it's just because of the fact that since everything is so bulky, it works. Although he does look like he skipped leg day.
Yeah. You're not wrong, but because of the way the Jinba forms look, how it's more armor based, and because his form has always been so top heavy, it doesn't bother me as much.
Yeah, I think it's just this evens it out a little better.
I think one of the things that helps it is the fact that it's actually the mines on his fists instead of just giant fists.
And then once he, casts off Kabuto, he ends up,
for lack of a better term,
those sleeker ones under it. So it ends up looking a little bit better. And I think the thing that, endears me to this form is because of the fact that all this is happening up here, because his regular form is actually pretty damn sparse, this one works a little bit better.
I think so too.
Yeah. But I think that's it. I recommend watching this one of course, post-show, because it happens after the show is over.
Because it is an epilogue.
I
wasn't the hugest fan of it, but I would recommend it as well.
Yeah, it's just like...
I think if you're looking for a good companion piece, if you're looking for more closure for Zach's character, or if you're like me and you could have used more of that in-show, I think this is a good thing to go with. But
those are the last 2 movies that we have for Gaim.
That's it.
So next time, once again, coming back to everything, we're going to be doing the Power Rangers Boom comics.
That's right. We're doing comics for the first time.
Yes, I really want to talk about these because I really like the story that most of it tells. We're not going to do Go-Go. We're just going to do MMPR. But I really do want to end up talking about that, and I feel like it's just a really well-contained story within itself.
Those are always good.
So let us know what you think about these movies in the comments below. And what you think about the Boom comics.
And if you haven't read them, let us know, because I never read them either. So looking forward to something really new on the channel.
Yeah. And don't forget to join us in all the things, Patreon, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, what have you. And we will see you next time.
We will.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.